ati akuoni. Ati niwaambia sija sherehe sana. Lazima ningekuja nayo kwa aje.
Fucking do it. Come on, goddamn.
It floats to the world around you. How many times have you ever looked at something without clearly seeing it? I am Moira from Material Center. As I dig into the topic, I can reflect the mind blind. What do you see when you look at Africa? Do you see corruption, conflict, poverty, or do you see resilience, innovation, and an emerging force in the global stage? Too often, the world sees Africa as a land full of crises and challenges. But try that. Let me give some analysis. According to McKinsey & Company, Africa's economy grew at an average of 6.4% per year between 2000 and 2019. By 2030, Africa's spending economy is projected to be around 6.7 trillion. The continent is home to more than 1 billion people, and by 2050, the population is expected to double, making Africa the youngest continent in the whole world. And yet, people still see Africa as a land of trouble. Why is that? Because many times we have been conditioned to look at the surface, not the depth beneath it. We have been told to look at what is broken instead of what is possible. If the eye could see poverty, we might need to see the possibility. Take Kenya for example. In 2007, only 3 million Kenyans had access to mobile phones. Fast forward in Juba, now more than 50 million Kenyans are connected through mobile phones. The mobile money system, M-Pesa, has also revolutionized the way most Kenyans do businesses. Kenyans can now buy goods and services, pay for goods and services, and access financial system without even needing a bank. Let me give you a global example. Malala Yousafzai in Pakistan, a region where girls' education was actively discouraged. Malala saw the potential for change. Her eyes could have seen differently, but her mind.
Have you ever looked at something and not really seen it? Look around this room. All of you, including you, have eyes. But how many of you truly see? How many of you stop and question what we are witnessing in the world? I am Elsie Kanana Doris from the Great Material Girls Center, A school where if we decide to shoot, we shoot without miss. And if we decide to fly, we fly without patching. Taking you through the topic, eyes are useless if the mind is blind. Judges, you are here to evaluate our voices, but let me challenge you all. How well do you really listen? How well do you see beyond the surface? Helen Keller, blind and deaf, once said, "The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision." Helen, a woman without physical sight or hearing, had more vision than many of you who see every day. She couldn't see the world, but her mind was wide open. She transformed the society with understanding activism, proving vision comes from within. History provides us painful examples. Countless societies witnessed injustice, yet stayed silent. During the Holocaust, brutality unfolded before many eyes, but only few minds comprehended the horror. That is, mind blindness. Consider Malala Yousafzai, who stood for girls' education in face of violence, or Nelson Mandela, who saw equality where others saw division. Ask yourself, are you ready to question your own beliefs? Can you listen beyond the sound? And if eyes can capture every detail, why does the mind remain in darkness? You have listened, reflected, and now the choice is yours. To open your mind, to truly see and act. Eyes are useless if the mind is blind. Open up your mind. Don't just look. And as you leave out of this room, don't just look with your eyes, but also see with your mind and see the change you wish to witness. Thank you.
Hadi Justin amesikia Rebe Boys akashtuka. Lakini duka la njia.
Respected judge, the guests, fellow competitors, good afternoon. Useless if the mind is blinded. Let's pause for a moment and think about what this truly means. In our daily lives, we are overflowing with information, images, and noise. We see with our eyes, but do we really understand with our minds? Sadly, not always. You see, sight is a gift. Physical sight is a gift. But insight, that comes from awareness, education, empathy, and open-mindedness. We today tend to judge things from their outlook, and actually we don't judge them from their inner surface. Mental blindness is refusing to question what's wrong. That in a point you judge others by their appearance, their background, their status, without seeing the surface behind them. See, people like Nelson Mandela or maybe Oprah Winfrey are great. Oprah Winfrey is one of the most influential and successful media moguls of all time. Not because we see us from time to time in the television, that's eyes, right? But because of her outgoing and her socialness with others. That's what makes her successful. Let me live with something. You see, people today live in a world that tend to have an outward look instead of an inward look. Because if you see the pureness of the heart, you won't judge like you judge. And in a world that we praise seeing is believing, I suggest that we shift to understanding is seeing. For only then can we see the world and the people in it for what they truly are.
Give Edmund the training instructions that are up to you.
Well, they say none of us are blind than those who cannot see.
Let me begin with a question, a simple question. What is the use of having eyes if you can't see the truth?
My dear people, we live in a world
Where people see with their eyes wide open, but their minds are tightly shut. We scroll, we stare, we watch. But mom, do we really care? Do we feel? Do we understand? That's the question.
ladies and gentlemen.
The eyes are useless if the mind is blind.
Actually, you can have a perfect eye vision,
20/20 eyesight,
but still be blind to what you want.
blind to justice, blind to corruption, inequality, and other people's pain.
Ignorance, not darkness.
The real blindness of our time.
We have people who see
Poverty but chose to do nothing about it. We have people who see corruption, hatred, injustice. Yet say, that's not my problem. Actually, that's the real culture of the mind.
Remember,
A true vision does not come with the eyes. It comes with the mind, with the heart, with the soul.
let me take you to Helen Keller.
A woman who was not only blind, but she was both blind and deaf. Yeah,
Many of us say today, she said,
the only thing worse than being blind is having eyesight but no vision. She couldn't see the world with her eyes, but she saw many more than many of us will ever see. So the moment you reject someone because of their status, gender, the moment you reject someone, remember, you are not choosing your mind, you are choosing blindness. So today I challenge you, start seeing as things, stop looking at things, start existing as things than thinking of things. Yes, open your eyes, but more importantly, open your mind. Make your mind see what the eye cannot. Make your mind see what the world does not. What the world is not. Because the world needs people who look at things and see it clearly. It doesn't just need people.
You guys know about the Temple of Light? I think most of you know the movie Simba, Hakuna Matata, but you actually know how the Temple of Light goes. It starts with a plant, the plant grows, and animals breathe on it. Later, it decays or dies. Decomposition begins. After decomposition, you have manure, which has the nutrients that are necessary for life to grow. Then the cycle.
This matters against science. If we
want to have more entrepreneurs in the future, if we want to have more business people in the future, we will create more employment opportunities that will be able to get closer to Vision 2030. When the mind is able to see, when it's able to truly see, then there is no limit to intellect from the power of the hospital and to the house.
Na tuzoom.
Cheki kuzoom.
Ajaanza kuzoom.
Fine. Adios. Wewe ulianza kuwa mbaba lini? Naniambia hapa 11.